We're live.
This is the Nifty Alpha. On today's episode, we're discussing Chinese FUD and how it destroyed sophisticated art speculators' bag. Remember, if you're looking for a stuttering host, click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure to join the Discord. Additionally, we're going to be discussing briefly People Pleasers NFT as well on Solana. So those are the two key subjects of today's video. That's what we're here for. This is YouTube. And as you can see, I have a little bit of beef with the president of China from the thumbnail. What? You got to send me this PSD. I'm going to fix this up for you. Okay. But what went on here? Are you literally loading up the stock to flow model? Are you seriously showing us this
Well, it's
bullshit?
relevant given what we're talking about. It's relevant.
This is not a chart. This is complete bullshit.
It's relevant to what we're talking about. I mean, we're talking about Bitcoin, and this is the most relevant thing when you talk about Bitcoin. So
no, literally the chart of Bitcoin would be way more relevant than this complete garbage.
This is a chart of Bitcoin. It's a chart of Bitcoin.
Well, that color is not a great one anyways. The green, as we can see, the green is usually on the way down. So actually, what is this telling us here? Stock to flow, we're going down.
Well, I want to hear, I can go on and on about this, but I want to hear sophisticated.
What's going on there? What was that spray in the face? Evian, are you serious?
Facial spray.
What does that do?
On a tough day, it's one of the best hacks.
You need a blast of Evian in the face.
Just take a quick hit to the face, cools you off.
Okay.
Moisturizes.
So maybe we can pull up the actual chart here, Pio, before you're like, this is not. Let me show up a real actual chart, dude. Let me show you how to actually load a chart.
Well, we'll go to this one after. A
little chart wars here. Both stonky wonk holders.
I listed another one of those today.
Here's what we're looking at with BTC, aka Bitcoin, right on that line. When we go to ETH, we find a similar thing right on the line for this support. This was interesting. I would call this a bullish pullback. We have not yet broken the bullish support. I like this here. I'd be interested in this coming down just a little bit more, but in a bull market, you don't know where it's going to go. It's hard to call those dips. But those dips usually do, like we see here, follow a little bit of follow through and then bounce off of it. So I do like to see a little bit of follow through typically on those pullbacks. It's not a temporary dip. But I think that it is. Someone said that they want, then my spastic lines, they prefer your, that's fair. Plan B.
Dude,
we already know what plan B is. Oh, here we go.
So look, if I could just chime in here. If I could chime in here. First of all, I respect the shit out of sophisticated art speculators' trading ability. I respect the absolute shit out of the way that he's moved in the NFT game. Quite frankly, I respect the shit out of Nifty Nick's investments into the NFT game and a lot of his trades too. Nothing but respect coming from me. But having you pull up a Bitcoin, pull up a Bitcoin chart, Nick, you pull up a Bitcoin chart and you're like, I really like the setup here. And like, I'd like to see it come back a little bit. Guess what? Bitcoin is going to go to 200 grand on this cycle in the next 3-4 months and there's nothing anybody can do about it, including the president of China. There's literally nothing that anybody can do about that. This is the only chart you've ever needed for Bitcoin. You don't need to trade Bitcoin. If you wanted to trade Bitcoin, you should have bought as much Bitcoin as you possibly could have 3 months ago. And then you just sit and wait. Like when it was between 30 and 40K because of coordinated FUD and the Chinese mining exodus, leading to the largest difficulty adjustment ever in the history of Bitcoin, and obviously the largest
Nifty
difficulty.
Nick army show up in the comments, but please continue.
The largest difficulty adjustment to the downside, obviously, right? That has delayed the inevitable. And really, what Bitcoin felt like during that 30 to 40K consolidation was it almost felt like, imagine like, a bunch of water coming out of a manhole and someone's like keeping the manhole cover on it, like, oh my God, keep it down, keep it down. That's what it was. And then the manhole cover just got blown off. And here we are.
That's one of
it's
the best,
Bitcoin season.
Visuals I've ever heard. Like,
you were fighting primarily because he was actually fighting with the manhole there. Like, it wasn't just like,
he was
he's like down there. Hold on, guys.
This guy probably slaps in picture.
Xavier. So Xavier over here, I understand what you're saying. It's impossible to call tops and bottoms in Bitcoin. Well, first of all, you don't need to say Bitcoin and ETH because it's just Bitcoin. All this stuff is married to Bitcoin. So you don't even need the and ETH there. And he said, so just keep making your buys and dollar cost averaging. Xavier, you're absolutely right. However, we're in prime time here, Q4, the year after the last Bitcoin halving. This is prime time, and we're getting that delay because of those two factors that I brought up. Coordinated FUD, you can refer to Elon Musk for that, and then also the Chinese mining exodus. What's going to happen in Q1 is you're going to hear, you're already actually seeing a hint of it with Apple. Apple announced, or Tim Cook said, Bitcoin's a good thing to have in a diversified portfolio. And it's like, okay, Tim Cook, what an idea you have there. So Apple's going to put it on the balance sheet. Amazon's going to put it on the balance sheet. If they haven't already, by the way, they might have already done it and they haven't announced it. Facebook, same deal. Google, same deal. When those announcements come out.
You like Bitcoin and you like rare pepes. We understand.
but I'm really.
There's some cool shit happening on this ETH and Solana platforms that you should check them out.
I'm in the Micah G camp. He says the $20 I can earn per day playing Axie Infinity is looking a lot more enticing after today. Might become my own scholar. I'm with you. Where can I sign up? Give me 10 and I'm in.
Just to put a wrap on this. This is the model, the stock to flow model, the most important model in Bitcoin, which is by Plan B, who is arguably one of the most important Bitcoiners in history. He is an anonymous analyst that has developed this model. This model compares Bitcoin to other scarce assets like gold and silver, and it compares the flow, as in the supply of the asset, against, how much is actually, coming onto the market. And so when you look at this, right, look at how it's been married to this line for literally like a decade at this point, right? And so you have to assume it's going to continue. If you look right here, that last blow off top that's right there at the 2018 vertical line, that's the last cycle blow off top. We haven't seen that yet. We've got our steady climb. We see our little consolidation that happened this summer right there. And here we are on the way up. It's going to blow off again. So if anyone's thinking about quote unquote trading Bitcoin, yeah, sure. I think it's a great trade. Just buy it at any time and then wait for that blow off top and then sell it. And you'll know when it's a blow off top. When everyone's like FOMOing into Bitcoin and it's just crazy, that's what's coming. It hasn't happened yet. No need to sweat it. If it corrects, you should get excited because it means that you can add to your position for cheaper. Just like if you went to the butcher shop and the same ribeye steak that you buy every week was 30% off, you'd be pretty excited to buy that steak for 30% off.
All right. Well, that's your thought on steak. We appreciate that.
Unless the expiration date on the steak was
like
yesterday.
A little bitch. Don't touch his Bitcoin.
Coming in hard. Coming in hard.
First of all, man, I'm about to hit you with a flying knee. That's number one. And then number two, when I got my $1 million Bitcoin, I'm not going to remember your name, buddy. All right.
We get the point. We've heard the stock to flow. We understand it. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. So let's now actually look at those charts maybe real quick that you were making fun of. Oh, yeah, this is the way that it's going. It turns out, Pio, that I keep fucking calling the prices from a trading standpoint. We all understand that you just buy and hold. That's all that you do. You buy and you hold. It's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. Whereas what we're doing is we're making calls on a daily basis and figuring out, how do I make a ton of SOL like I did today? Oh, did I just double my SOL bag? Yeah, I did.
I trade NFTs. Trading NFTs is dope, but trading Bitcoin, I don't know about that. Unless you just want to buy it and then wait for it to blow up and then sell it.
You're correct, but the thing is like when the technicals move against you, you can save a ton of money by exiting your position temporarily or switching to Geico. Not a sponsor of the show. Yeah,
I feel bad now.
We are interested in an insurance sponsor though, so if you're
we're more of a progressive group.
Progressive as well. Yeah, definitely for car insurance. I definitely roll with Progressive. You know, I'd actually
even be down to do a weird one like the General. Like the General.
Oh, the General. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't think they were legit till they got Shaq on board.
I don't know if our audience is that target demographic, but maybe. Like, that'd be sick.
I can close my eyes and play that commercial.
Maybe we like also deal with what was that car loan place on in Eastern Motors? Eastern Motors would partner with the General. For those who are from DC, that's what it would be. Anyways, let me zoom in here real quick while everyone makes fun of.
Save some time.
Look at these charts. Yeah, this chart is fucking on point, Pio.
So what I'm seeing here is it looks like it tapped the dark blue line, but didn't go below it. And now we're sitting in the southern range of the middle. And
it's bouncing right off, but I don't know if this is going to be just a harsh V. Like, where's the last time we saw just like this? Like, is this what we're expecting here? Like one of these? Or are we expecting more? Anytime it comes down like this, it's always going to
If it harsh V's overnight, I'm not on the podcast tomorrow, just so you know.
If it does a harsh V. We've seen it here, but again, retest, retest, retest. Almost retest. That's the sort of thing we end up seeing some sort of every single time. But the distinction is bull versus bear.
And for some of those that don't know, the China FUD was a big real estate company called Evergrande. Is on the verge of defaulting. They were missing 3 interest payments today. Someone said maybe they got 2 through or something like that. Not looking pretty over there. It took all of the equity markets down. So the stock market had a rough day, Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But one of the, and we don't know if this is true because people love lying in crypto, but one of the alleged rumors is that Evergrande is or was a big lender to Tether. And that is the connection to the crypto markets that could get some people potentially concerned. I don't understand the details of that or why that would matter. If anything, I think that's a great thing. Then we don't have to pay back that money and just long Bitcoin with it. But that's why this correction happened. All of the other technicals looked fantastic. I was sleeping good. I was eating well, stretching, doing yoga. Then this happened. Not a good day.
Solana.
So
touch the line.
I appreciate.
Wow, look at this line. Look at the Pio. You don't deliver this sort of technical analysis.
Why aren't you setting? Why aren't you just setting like limit buys on your blue line? Because you would just be all over the place making money.
So what is that?
So this is it's my TA, right? So this is where we're at right here with Bitcoin. No, I'm just showing you guys like technical analysis.
Just a fucking straight line right off of this part. It's just a straight line up, dude. It just goes on a piss missile.
So I mean, this is like the most realistic. Yeah, well, then you got the blow off top and then the dump, and then we're just getting ready for another rally. 2026, you know, Bitcoin costs $1 million in 2026. Everyone's aware of that, right? It's over $1 million in 2026. You can balk at it, little Nick, but I'm telling you, this is for real. Yeah, Magic Trash Bag. This is real. This is technical analysis.
Hot garbage. Dude, I don't know how to do limit buys on Bitcoin and ETH, Nick. I don't know what like service you're using to pull that off. I think you need to do the pro Coinbase, but I'm blocked from Coinbase. So that's always fun.
Well, let's talk about the people, please. Well, any closing thoughts on Bitcoin? We know it's going to the moon. I understand Nick's position because he had a big bag of it and he doesn't have the same conviction that a toxic Bitcoiner like myself would have. And
no, the distinction is literally he has such a massive bag of it. Now, you may not understand that part of it, Pio, is what it's like to have as much money as Nick does. But it's all good because we need variety on this show. And so what happens is when you're holding those huge bags of, you know, significant amounts that are sitting in Bitcoin, that's where you start getting a little bit worried. And that's called the trading mentality versus the long-term investor mentality. So we got the long-term investor over there.
I'm trying to figure out if I am just a little sore from working out yesterday, or if I'm having hypertension.
Well, I'm in the midst of having a panic attack live on air, so I mean it's all good. Like
you're holding up well.
Yeah, thank you.
And you don't even have Evian facial spray.
I don't. It's actually quite difficult. I
know
can't believe you actually have that. Like, is that like a prop for this show, or you genuinely actually use Evian's facial spray?
I may be sitting on 2 cases.
2 cases? I mean,
shit don't expire.
Dude, I'm a true geek. The only thing I have is these air blowing things, and you don't want this in your face. I'll tell you that much. This is how you clean that keyboard.
Also, it can help you get into 60 IQ mode. If
you huff it.
Or if PO just punches me in the head. One of those 2 things is going to help me get into 60 IQ mode.
I wouldn't do that, dude. I would just try to educate you a little bit about Bitcoin. But let's talk about Solana. Let's talk about People Pleaser.
Nice hard zoom on this website. Get the perspective of
I like it. Pio knows how to fit the screen properly. He does a really great job on that. Pretty classic. There's not much of a description on this website, so it doesn't really matter all that much.
Could you zoom in about 20%? Enhance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, man. I just I get a lot of questions about Bitcoin. I'm trying to do right by the community,
No, I appreciate that. You're a good coach.
Could you enhance?
What do I do?
Pio, just please enhance. This is literally, the comments coming after this are gonna be like, Nick's bullying Pio for telling him to enhance the screen. What a dick.
Dude, you don't have to bully, man. Like my Bitcoin bags are going to be bullying, your savings account. You already know. So let's look at People Pleaser.
I'm gonna be honest. I got more in GUSD than your boys got in Bitcoin at this point.
That goose.
I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. No, we're pocket watching now. This is gonna get out of hand.
Round 2 of the fight here. Let's see what happens in round 3.
Okay, so seriously, People Pleaser, huge fan. Yeah. I DM'd her to see if she wanted to come on the show. She said, let me see what she said. She said, no, because Pio sucks. That's just what she said. So I'll let you know.
Round 3 has just started.
I'll let you know. So what happened was she crushed it here. They launched something. I don't understand the vision of this project. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, do I buy all the pieces and put them together? No idea.
It's like Humpty Dumpty.
Okay. So but those pieces don't look like they exist in the big picture. So I'm confused about how this actually functions. But the bottom line is
do the pieces kind of turn into the person that walks through it? Is it accessories for them to wear?
Maybe, but let me actually, that's an interesting thing, like a metaverse play here. But let's step back for 1 second. So what went down here? People Pleaser, an ETH maxi. Like, she's known for being at the center of the ETH universe is her art. And Pleaser DAO, which was based on her first NFT. You can listen to my podcast. Check it out. The Nifty Nick show, NFT Nick, if you search it on Spotify. We may merge that into here in some way. We just haven't figured it out because we're too lazy. But in terms of she's a known entity and her art is always valuable. And so a lot of people were really interested in this drop. So what happened after that? Well, this dropped and the price immediately went up. For a moment, you could get 20 SOL was the floor on this. You paid 1. There was a lotto that went, or a raffle that went on to win it. I raffled, put in 5 wallets, and got one of them. And so that's what took place. And so I ended up selling, and then I got into a floor war with the people, and I ended up selling for, how much did I just sell for? Not enough.
Did anyone help you with your selling, or you just kind of, what was your strategy there?
You told me to attack the floor, which was the right play. And I didn't
attack that floor.
I didn't attack the floor.
What you have to do is you have to create an appearance of value.
Yeah. So right now, I now have 8.7 ETH. For a moment, it was going to be 20 ETH. Solana. And that was up from
slight difference.
0 in this wallet. Easy Eats lent me 1 SOL. I 7x'd it and then paid him back plus some interest. Then I didn't make any other trades. And then this one came about and I said, oh my God, it's People Pleaser. Obviously, I'm getting into this. People Pleaser is actually in our Discord. She's not active though. But
they're kind of a big deal, especially the DAO. They're the ones that bought the Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, it looked like
the
a
one
fun
that Martin
party.
Shkreli
Yeah, I wasn't invited.
Oh, really?
Confiscated.
Yeah.
And they bought
wow.
it. Yeah.
How did you say his last name? Isn't it Shkreli?
It's like Shrekly. I'm pretty sure.
It's Shkreli.
Yeah, no, it's like the movie Shrek.
And I also I just want to call out NFT to you. Thank you for the donation. I'm not sure if you were asking something. All that says on my screen is a beacon of light with words spoiler alert.
Yeah, so that's an emoji.
Maybe we spoiled something. Okay.
That's an icon.
Well, thank you. Yes, Shkreli is a funny character. I did not know that they acquired that Wu-Tang album from him, or from his estate.
Wu-Tang. That's how it goes. Yeah. I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain.
So, Nick, what else can you tell us about People Pleaser? Since obviously you did the interview, you have some insider info. What's the deal?
About what? People Pleaser?
Yeah, People Pleaser.
Yeah. She's a great artist. Next question.
So you already sold this. You bought it and sold it for a profit.
I bought it and flipped it just because I wanted to get a 600% gain real quick, and that seemed like a great gain. 600%. Who knows where the floor is going? It's probably going to drop. We were in the war on the floor was what was going on there. And when you're in that, you got to just attack it. You got to come guns blazing, as Nick just pointed out. Attack the floor, create perceived value, get your thing sold. That was it. Someone asked, what's Nick's other channel? The thing that I said is not on YouTube, although I do have a show on YouTube, NFT Nick, but I don't publish there. You want to look on Spotify. The NFT Nick show. NFT space Nick. And it's basically one of the premier podcasts in the NFT space, better than anybody else. And nobody ever has created an interview as great as I have ever since. So Pio, though, has been sort of studying it for a while and trying to figure out, how to do. I'm just kidding.
Gotta love it's $690 to do a transaction on
Ethereum
on Uniswap.
So anyways, the collector, someone said, how do we find the website? Is there
I'll post the link.
Yeah. So, but for people, can you spell it out? Can you show it for the next people that show up that don't see that comment? Maybe, can we do that?
Sure. It's
or maybe
just
we put in the discussion. Peoplepleaser.metaplex.com.
Yep, that's it.
People are asking why GUI is 630. Guys, GUI is an indicator of volatility. People don't view it like that, but I call it the VIX. Okay? So if volatility is up, which it is, there's going to be no transactions.
Swapping tokens right now.
They're just swapping the tokens.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a trade. They're trying to get in or out of another trade. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And someone shouted you out there, Pio. You may want to pin Allison's. She paid respect.
Thank you, Allison. We really thank you for that comment specifically and recognizing that I'm a better interviewer than Nick. And also just thank you for your continued support in the Discord and on the show. We really appreciate your positive feedback. Yeah.
So let's continue with this show, shall we? I know Pio has a hard stop, and this one we went from the China FUD to the People Pleaser show and what's going on here. Why don't you load up the market real quick on Magic Eden or one of these other places so we can take a look at what's going on there? Could we do that?
Absolutely.
Maybe we could do that real quick.
Absolutely.
You think we could do that?
If you don't mind.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, that's a good point there.
Here it is. Floor price 5 SOL. Which one did you get, Nick?
I got the monkey one right there. The monkey rotating.
Bottom.
What is that one priced at?
The floor on monkeys is 10 SOL.
That's on Salon Art. That's you want to go to Magic Eden. Because this
is Magic Eden.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm fucking pissed. Okay. I definitely.
The floor goes from 10 to 15.
Nick said, "Attack the floor, attack the floor." So I attacked the floor, and well, I ended up making like 6 sol. You know what? You can't get mad about that. 600%.
The problem is that you're blaming me for helping you sell. The real problem is that you're a little paper hander, and you wanted to sell. You sold people pleaser right off the gate. You should be actually kind of ashamed of yourself.
Whatever.
Like, you should go buy back in right now, and then it dumps again, and then you get that real pain.
There was an attack on the floor, and you know, I exited the position during the middle of the great battle of the attack on the floor 2021. Shout out to Lego Batman. Thank you for the tip. And you can't tip in ETH. Your apologies. You don't need to apologize. That's a legit tip. Thank you. I got a tip.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Lego Batman.
Check out this project and buy the floor, apparently, because I messed this up. Everyone's now gonna, you know, sometimes I don't make the right trade, but you know, every time that I don't make the right trade, it seems that I make 600%. So
yeah, that's a good problem to have.
I'll take that. We forgot to mention the breaking news: China causing issues with the floor of the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Is it going to destroy it or not?
What other things you've been holding off on over there? That was legendary.
Yeah, well, we need that all the time. We need that all the time.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's been shouting out to your boy, Nifty Nick. It's all working out. You're welcome. That's what we've been doing here. And that's the time for the thunder round or lightning round. Anybody, let's just switch over to that real quick. Let's fire off some projects and go to the lightning round, which sounds like thunder.
So is this gonna make it, not gonna make it? Is that what we are
gonna
playing
make it, not gonna make it? Maybe we have another sound effect that we bring in the future.
Sounds pretty good to me.
China. What's happening there? All right, gonna make it or not gonna make it? Let's get a list of projects. Chain
Nick
Runner.
Soundboard gonna make it.
No idea what that is. Chain Runner. Anybody?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say gonna make it. Screw it. Battle Cats.
Battle Cats.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say not gonna make it.
The Dreamers.
Cosmic
Ducks not gonna make it.
Why not? Wait, hold on. Didn't you got what happened to that bag? Where are we at with that? China. Just kidding. Not gonna make it. Actually, it sounds like they may make it and actually destroy us. So it could go one way or the other with China. We'll have to find out. I'm pretty bullish on us surviving the war, though. So Robotos.
Roboto's gonna make it.
Animo. I don't know enough about them. Chibi Apes. Well, I know the team there. I know the team there, and they want to work together. So I don't want to FUD it. Biased source here. Head down. I think it's going down, but then back up.
Where's it at these days?
I'm bullish at it. I think it's like 0.25. Curious Addie's Trading Club. Not familiar with it. Rebel Rabbits. What is the deal with Rebel Rabbits?
Sounds like it's not going to make it.
It's kind of crazy that we end up saying just not going to make it because we don't know about it. If we don't know about it, like I feel like that's not a fair. The art looks pretty dope. I'm checking that out. Damn, that's some dope art.
2+2 generous is down to a half ETH floor.
That should go down to 0. I wish we could short NFTs. Like someone in the DeFi space needs to literally let us short NFTs.
Synthetic shorts.
Dude, that would be so sick. If we could like set up a pool where you're able to actually buy and somehow short those positions, that would be so sick. Panda Paradise, no idea. Crypto Moris, I'm bullish on them. I haven't bought them though. I'm interested in them. Let's see what the deal with Crypto Moris price is now. I'm genuinely
not going to make it.
Ooh, Crypto Morris is down to 0.08. I'm getting real interested here.
He's getting super interested.
Super interested. In case you guys, no one mentioned it, but Butthead's WTF. Unfortunately, it's not going to make it. I thought it was. I was real bullish on it. It turned out that was a real bad call.
Hit that hard zero floor.
That legitimately an actual zero floor. I did not think that was like a possibility. Turned out there were a lot of people that were not fans of it. Curious Addies. Everyone keeps saying this. Oh, that Zeneca's an advisor. I keep seeing his advisory stuff. I'm going to be honest on that. I like Zeneca as a person. I don't even really know him, but I like him as a person. I'm going to FUD his bags, which in the same way that China FUDed ours. So consider us the China of NFT land. Space Boys. I don't know enough about that. I did not. I'm more interested in this Curious Addies thing to look it up, but I don't like it. I don't like it. NFT Worlds. Sophisticated Art Speculator loves that. Oni Force definitely love it. Chibi Galaxy. I don't know anything about that. Sass makes me giggle like a little girl.
I have a little bit of concerns with NFT World just because they're like now launching like an avatar project too that's completely unrelated to NFT World. So I'd like a little bit more clarity on their team about that. I don't think it's a good look to launch a project, then a month later you're launching something completely unrelated.
Yeah, as a hard pivot right after you literally made a bunch of money is a little bit odd.
Like to get a little more clarity on that.
Coin Games, when we checked that the other day, that looked pretty cool. I don't know anything about it. Didn't you pick some up there, Sophisticated Art Speculator?
What was it called?
Coin Games. Rebel Seals Club, not going to make it. Cujo, I'm just going to say no. Don't know anything about it. Non-fungible fungi, no. PO, what's a good entry price for Deadfellas? I'm going to say 0 because I bought it at 1.7.
I think that it's going to retrace 0.1 because when Ethereum is 10 grand, 0.1 is $1,000. So I think that we're going to see Deadfellas all the way down to 0.1.
We're going to see a lot of action in the 0.05 to 0.15 range. We're going to see a lot of NFTs sitting there. I think the market is going to get real interesting at that point, basically. Is like we're basically trading penny stocks is like what's going on.
With high gas prices. You know what I mean? The gas prices are going to be like $600, $700.
I'm pumping my bags here, but I'm going to say Butthead's going to make it. So let's say
Smile's going to make it.
Stop following followers.
Smile's going to make it.
Panda Paradise. I have no idea. Someone said all Nick, not going to make it. Probably correct. Kaiju, I like it. Facebook, I'm going to go nay. Alpha Groups, not going to make it unless it's our Discord. Food Masku, he's an artist. So, like, he's going to keep doing his thing. I'm down with that. Sandbox Lands, definitely going to make it. Mutant Punk City. Misfits U, are you kidding, Micah? He is kidding. Blank Face, what is that? Crypto Dads and Crypto Dads,
not gonna make it.
Not gonna make it. Art Chicks token, no.
Not gonna.
Chain Runners, I don't know anything about it. NFT Worlds avatar is brutal. Greed. Botto, I'm still holding it.
Long-term play. Long-term play.
Long-term play there. Oh my God, ETH 10K, not gonna make it. I don't know what that means. Smiles, yes. We're good.
Dots. That's a good question. Jungle Freak's not going to make it. Stop asking about it.
Here's the crazy thing. Oh, go ahead.
The art on dots is good.
No one cares. I think I look at superlatives. I look at dots. I look at all these different things, and I say art is going to become a common denominator and is going to frankly disappear. It's going to be commodities at that point. And so, like, essentially right now, we're going to look back on this moment and 98% of this stuff is, or 99% is worthless. So that's my end conclusion with it. Like, I look at art blocks, man, art blocks is having a tough go at it, like in terms of the market. And so like they're going to make it as a whole. But I just think like there's going to be a lot of like, they keep saturating the space. You keep printing supply, you run into issues. I got to step away for a second.
All right, well, let's wrap.
In more news on how OpenSea is doing a phenomenal job managing their space, Sandbox Land is no longer searchable or on the top rankings.
Beautiful.
So probably some intern over there who got hired a week and a half ago was told via email that Sandbox was a scam.
I played the wrong music for that. Breaking news. Sandbox Land not indexable properly
on OpenSea.
Who's trying to FUD this project? We need to get to the bottom of it. Sophisticated art speculator. Who are you speculating is the person responsible?
I think it's China. They
Probably
are
China.
Real estate not China as a whole, but Evergrande. They are a real estate development company on the verge of defaulting.
I think you got behind it. Oh my God, you just got it.
Land. That's the connection.
There we go.
They know that the reason people aren't trying to buy skyscrapers in China and invest in them is because you can buy virtual land and make the real gains.
That's correct.
So this is a coordinated attack on Bitcoin, Sandbox, and frankly us.
The Nifty Alpha. Hop in that Discord, smash that like button, smash that subscribe. This was not an hour-long episode today, and we're happy about that. Join in tomorrow where we'll discuss someone else flooding our bags. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye.